Greetings, YouTube. Today we're looking at an all-metal hunter or sportsman's knife, which I picked up at a flea market. Now, I don't think that this particular sheath is the original. It looks very primitively made, but I cannot be positive. I have no idea what this was like when it was originally produced. Someone found this in a house they were cleaning out, and so they just sold it to me. I paid $2 for it. So it's a very primitive sheath. It's a fairly primitive knife in some respects. It is known as the Quikut. I think you can get that in there. Yeah, Quikut. And here we go. The Sportnife, which is interesting because they dropped the K on knife, and they dropped the C on the Quikut. So they're into mashing words together, and I can't find anything on this which gives me a year or anything. It's in rough shape, obviously. This is a cast aluminum handle. I don't have any idea how far the tang goes in. It wouldn't surprise me if it's only a half tang. Wouldn't shock me in the least. This thing is kind of a vibe of like the 50s to me. It really does. It just seems like something that you might get out of the 50s. And it says Quikut. Get that in there for you. Okay. Quikut. Tempered stainless steel. And above that it says, I can barely friggin' read those words. Ohio? Yeah, I can barely read that, so I have no idea what that actually says. Ohio could be numbers, but not positive. I do not have the best contrast vision any longer. It's an unfortunate side effect of having laser surgery for my retinopathy. But it was a cute little knife, and this would definitely fall into the category of just a light duty, because let's face it, that's a mighty thin blade. It's interesting they have this scalloping here, so I don't know if they intended that to be, purely for your fingers to make cuts like this, which would be weird, or if it was just there for scaling, like a fish scaling kind of a thing, So it's kind of the vibe that you're using this for some light, fishing duties or just very simple camp stuff. This would be the perfect kind of a knife to give for a kid when they're just starting out, because it's small, it's one piece, so it's going to be really hard for them to hurt, light. So yeah, it might be an interesting knife to pass on to a kid. I actually haven't done a great deal of research on this. I just thought it was kind of cool. And again, the price was right. It was $2 at a flea market. So my wife, I asked how much you want for it. She goes, $2 to take it. My wife's like, "You're speaking his language." I said, yes, you are. You're speaking my language. My language is I'm cheap. So there you go. This has been the Quikut Sportnife. I guess I remember to spell that wrong when I wrote it in the video file name.